Hi everyone, I'm Joey Austin with Mosaic Life Care, sitting here with Barb Conroy from Mosaic Life Care Home Care Services, and today we're going to talk about grief during the holidays. What does that look like for some people?
For some people, for the first time that they are experiencing grief, Christmas and Thanksgiving are such big family holidays that having a person not around the table or part of their life during that time, it's a change for them. It's a change of tradition. And so I try to get people to accept that change and do what they need to do to feel good about the holiday.
What can you do if you are experiencing a loss? And it doesn't necessarily have to be a death, but we've talked that it could be a child that's not home or a broken family situation. So what are some things that people can do to help them cope during that time?
I encourage people just to take some time to reflect on their own life and to figure out what would be best for them to do. Some people don't feel like putting up a Christmas tree. They don't feel like celebrating. They don't feel like having the big meal at their house. So they change plans, they change traditions to meet what makes them feel good.
What about giving back? Taking the focus off of yourself and putting it on others. What are some suggestions that people could do?
I encourage people to do that because oftentimes we tend to give of ourselves a lot, but we don't always accept the goodness that comes from other people. And so a lot of times if you are Thanksgiving, for example, could go to the food kitchen and serve Thanksgiving meal to the people who are a little bit less fortunate than you are. Oftentimes the people who we learn from are the people who have a little less than what we have. Also, I encourage people, like if you have lost a mother or a sibling, to buy a gift for some other mother who may not have a child, that they could be not their mother, but to be a role model for them and to give to them and make someone else's life a little easier for the Christmas day.
So changing up traditions is okay, especially to really take that focus off you and put it on someone else, and calling people, checking on people, things like that.
And some people even set a place at their table for the person who's gone, and they remember them that way, to actually put the placemat down and all the silverware and all that down, and put a picture of their loved one at that spot to remember them on that day.
And you've also talked about taking some time for yourself and really reflecting or meditating, going to a church service, something like that.
Oftentimes when we grieve, we tend to either pull away from God or we get closer to God. And sometimes it just takes that little push to get back to church, to get back to a community of people who are celebrating those holidays, and then that way you can also be a part of that and connect to God in a special way during those days.
So it's okay to have those feelings because the days are shorter, it's darker for a long period of time, but you just need to have something really to look forward to take you through these next couple of weeks.
Right. Oftentimes during the winter months, especially here in the Midwest, when it's cold and we have shorter days of light, people tend to grieve harder because there's not the energy outside to get people outside. So they tend to be in their house more. And so to be able to plan events, to get out and to ride around and see the Christmas lights, or to go someplace else, travel to another family member's house, to kind of both break the tradition, but also to make yourself get out.
We have an event coming up in December that is a type of memorial service that people can attend. Can you talk about that?
Oh yes, it's gonna be in the Exploratorium of the hospital on December 6th. And it's a time to gather together to remember people that have died in the past years. All are welcome. And we're going to have a video, also followed by an inspirational talk. And then each of us are going to be asked to create a candle in honor of the person that died. And we will do that as part of the gathering, and then we'll pull all that together into a prayer at the end.
And that can be a really moving time for everyone.
Yes.
Excellent. So if you would like to attend that event, go to mymosaiclifecare.org/peace and register today. We hope to see you then.